It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we've got the incomparable...
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. You look at this Raiders defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because, guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
The Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. And not liking what he's seeing here, Mahomes is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside. First quarter. Here is 3rd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Here comes Abdullah on the return. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. Sheds off the tackle. Still going. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Chiefs have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring and in on 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way.
He's inspired his receiving core to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Shedding the tackle. They find some open field here. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 107 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Able to get away. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And Charles, you think about this offense, and it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because you're...
Touchdown! Rashee Rice, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Chiefs have taken the lead.
And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be...
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the Chiefs who got the road victory there. So now looking to claim the season series at home in KC. Broke the tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though.
As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Randall Cobb, 2 touchdown catches.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter.
They have to be pleased with the way that they move the football. Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end, Gray.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Mahomes now on first down.
Looking for Gray and finding him once again.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Now Mahomes. Caught on the slant. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Mahomes takes it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Patrick Mahomes scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
Still fighting through tackles. Dashing through the snow. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2...
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. One quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Yellow. In motion right is Tony. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. He's got room past the 30. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Now inside the 25. Fighting his way through contact. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 43 yards. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this...
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Past the 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 240 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day. When do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he will take it all in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the fourth.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start... Attack!
Mahomes going to throw it here. That one caught by Rice. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Come on, baby.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. The end result, 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Noah Gray, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to widen their advantage.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. That'll be caught by Rice. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
Here's Mahomes, third and goal. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars.
It's Week 17 of the National Football League. And we've got the incomparable Travis Kelce. He rises when it matters most, and he comes in third in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Chiefs and the Bengals. All that and more coming up next.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And Mahomes going to put it up right away. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. Now inside the 25. Kadarius Toney. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem... The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Pacheco. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And picked up 5 yards. Double it and get 10 here.
We always talk about, we always look for guys with fresh legs down the stretch of a long NFL season. Well, in Week 16, he was the AFC Player of the Week, and looks like he's going to be strong for Week 17 as well.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. So, Charles, you know, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season, because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mahomes' throw caught by Gray. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A handoff now for Pacheco. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200-plus?
And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
And that's the way to find pay dirt, Patrick Mahomes. Hey, you remember some of the scrambles in the playoffs last year while he's playing on a bad wheel? Oftentimes he's maneuvering just to...
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, to the end zone, drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Here's 2nd and 7. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Oh, he fakes a spike. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He finds his man, Sky Moore. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Mahomes now on the sneak. Oh, the defense right there to stop him. Did he get the yard he needed? He did, says the referee. Barely. First down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
15.
Here's Pacheco once again. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. The throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Noah Gray as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 115 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And they try with Pacheco. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And he will take it all in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 8th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs had 6 to their lead.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrusted him with some work down in the...
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a run with Pacheco. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. Another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And they'll run with Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week, as he's got a first down as well. Mahomes going to throw. He finds Moore in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. In motion right is Tony. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Pacheco. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one's going to sail on him a bit, and it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to... So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Mahomes now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Rice. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third. timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Morris. Touchdown! A great play there. His 1st NFL reception goes for 6. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he is...
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive threat on the offensive side of the ball. Those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Chiefs,
they're a win away now from running the table here in the regular season. They moved to 16-0 on the year.
so that's